Yeah, I don't like the board this week. Not a lot of great games.
No, it was very tough. A lot of huge favorites too.
Never a big fan of huge favorites.
No, it was tough not to pick the Lions.
That
Did
could be an
want to.
honorary pick.
Honor. If it wins, we'll add it on. If it doesn't, we'll just forget it happened.
We should have a Lions pick. Have just only the Lions. Will they cover or not? And we just have yes or no. We just I'm serious. That's
our Lions record.
I say all right, and we have to be in it together though. Today, all right. Tonight starts.
We're definitely on the Lions.
I'm on them.
Let me look at their past games because there have been games where I have been on them. Last week I was. I've been hit the first week.
All right.
Oh wait, no. When did I actually pick them? Oh, against the Bears. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, let's get started.
Are we live?
No, well, yeah, we're live.
Okay. I didn't see it on YouTube. That's why I asked.
We live. Oh, my back. Oh, it's serious, man. It hurts. All right. You ready?
Let me make sure our audio is good.
All right. Yeah, make sure our audio is good, and then I've been wearing a hat all day, so I'm just stuck with hat hair.
All right, we're good.
All right.
You look fine to me.
Thank you, Chris. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, finally with better audio. As always, with my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
It's good to have my mic back, pretty much. I feel like you can't tell because the game was just awful. It's good to be back. I feel like I'm comfortable again.
It's been a little adventure with the mic, hasn't it?
I don't know why, because like those settings should stay the same. There was a software update on the software, so maybe that's like it was basically indicating the software. But either way, it's good to have a reliable mic back.
Yeah, I mean my Xbox headset hasn't given me any problems so far. Actually, that's not even true. Now that I think about it,
yeah,
it has acted up. So that was just a lie.
Speaking of acting up, let's go right into the Thursday Night Football where D'Ernest Johnson was acting up, and he first career start. Props to the guy. 22 carries.
He's looked good before.
146.
Like he had a game last year against the Cowboys. It was last year, where he came in when both those guys got hurt and had a really good game, and then he just kind of disappeared for a while, and now it's like, hey, he's a good running back.
Well, it stinks. He's behind two of the best running backs in the league.
Yeah, I know. He's in a tough spot. Well, that's why I'm saying like he just kind of disappeared.
Oh, well, yeah, because once he's behind there, he's not like he doesn't see the field. You know.
Mm-hmm. He's a guy that's going to set himself up there to get paid in the offseason whenever he hits the market.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And then he'll probably go somewhere and not be good.
Fun fact that I'm sure you saw because it's all over social media, but we're a podcast, so we got to say it. He DM'd all the AAF teams asking for a tryout. Good for the props to the man.
It's an interesting way to go about it.
Yeah, I don't know how.
DMs.
I'm not a football player. I don't know how that works. But I don't know. The agents do that, right? Why are they the ones?
Yeah, well, maybe he probably wasn't paying for an agent.
I guess he was the highest graded running back in the AAF, or at least
they did grades for that.
Yeah, they do grades for everything, man.
I mean, he was on the Apollos, which was like the best team.
What was the other
remember?
Back? The old head.
Trent Richardson?
Yes. Trent
was on the Birmingham Iron, if I remember.
Great. We had a funeral for that league. One of the greatest leagues.
We did have a funeral. Yep. That's one of those things that like you just kind of forgot ever happened until something like this
Until something
comes
like
up,
this
and you're like,
happens.
oh yeah,
Like they
like
said that, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe that. I remember watching the first play, like, hey, this is the future, man. Spring football, we're here. And then I remember doing the same thing for the XFL.
uh-huh.
Only watching it
XFL was so
online.
much better
Yeah,
though. The AF
XFL.
was bland. I
Yeah.
mean, the XFL like it wasn't a good product, but it was just
Oh,
something about
excellent
it.
product when it's the Defenders.
That is true.
I'm still defending to this day.
We're still on the wall.
Oh, I know.
We'll be back.
Oh, we will. The Rock's got us covered.
Mhm.
Also, we're on the Shield.
We are on the
We
shield.
assigned the Shield.
Yep.
Anyways, this game is. But besides that, there's nothing interesting about this game. I didn't care about this game whatsoever.
No, not at all.
I
I mean,
didn't
the
care about
Broncos
watching this
are
game.
clearly not good.
I didn't care when it was on. The only thing it proves is that the Broncos had one of the most fraudulent starts to a season
Mhm.
in a recent while.
Yeah. I think it does also show that the Browns are still like they're a good team without. If you're missing your quarterback
Oh
and
yeah, and your running
your best
backs.
two offensive players, no matter who you play, like it's still impressive to go in and get a win. So I still think I feel like people have been hating on the Browns because they're 3-3. I still think they look good every week outside of last week.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I think they've looked good too. They've definitely looked good in every game that's been close so far. So there's I guess that makes sense. But Case Keenum, that's why revenge game.
Back.
Revenge game. I feel bad for Teddy though.
Yeah.
I'm
And
really a big Teddy supporter, but he's just not it. I don't think.
they have the options or the weapons too.
I know.
It's no one great, but he's got guys to throw to,
Yeah,
and they have
some boys.
decent running backs. But yeah, I don't know.
Very good.
No, it's not. But and the Browns defense, I don't know. The Browns defense is weird. They're either really good or really bad.
They have the star powers. They don't perform like their star name.
That is true.
But other than that, yeah, I don't care about this. So let's get into some real football that we do care about with our wise picks. And I haven't pulled up. Unprepared today. Pulling them up right now. All right. My first pick. Bears. Plus 13 at the Bucks. Hi. Like, the Bears, they got to pull something out, right? They got to at least be close in this game.
I don't know. Like, it's a lot of points, and they beat them last year.
That's what I'm saying. They beat them last year, and they kept it close this game for a little bit against the Packers, and then didn't. I don't know. They're a weird team, but Justin Fields has to look good at some point. So maybe it'll be
but against this defense,
I think this defense can get passed on though. This defense has been passed on all year long. So I don't know.
I just worry with that front that they're going to be in his grill the whole game, and they're not going to be able to do anything offensively.
Oh, definitely. They'll definitely be in his grill all game. They definitely won't have a running game. So this will be on Justin Fields. And I want to see the kid sling it. I'm betting on the kid.
All right. Well, can't argue with that.
Yeah.
The Bucs have just looked really good, especially at home as big favorites.
I know.
Like they've covered both. They rolled the Dolphins and the Falcons.
Yeah, but the Dolphins and the Falcons. I still think the Bears are bad, but better than the Dolphins and the Falcons.
That's true. Yeah, we'll see. It's weird though that they only got the Bucs were laying 10 against the Dolphins a couple weeks ago, and they've got more against the Bears, which that surprises me.
And
the Bears are a better team than the Dolphins.
Going against the fans at home. I'm going. The fans have the Bucs, so I gotta look. The Bears gotta step up this game. I'm basically.
It's a big spot. It's a big spot.
Big spot.
It was already a crucial week for the picks.
Oh, this is the
given
most
how we've looked recently.
Ever.
It's a legacy week.
This is a legacy week.
We might have to take a week off if things go well this week. But anyway, my first pick, I'm going back to our team. I'm taking the Panthers -2.5 against the Giants because the Giants are broken.
This is easy money.
And I think that this is.
I was like, sorry, I'm cutting you off, but when you said this in the chat and we were figuring it out, I was like, damn. Easy pickings.
It's a perfect bounce back spot for the Panthers. They haven't looked good. They lost a tough one last week, but they're so much better than the Giants are.
I have the Panthers defense, and I'm expecting them to get like 10 points. I'm like, all right, let's get these like this defense is good. The defense is good. Darnold's a little iffy, but this is a perfect spot for Darnold. Is it at MetLife?
I think so.
Darnold's coming home. Let's get Darnold home.
Barkley, Tony, and Galladay are all out also.
You know what's funny? I wouldn't really care if they were in either.
I don't think I would either. It's just icing on the cake. That's all.
I know.
No, they really do. They suck. They can't do anything.
Yeah, there's nothing about this Giants team I like. So, Panthers -2.5, baby. I'm jealous of this pick, by the way. I wish I took it.
Oh, you can be happy when it wins.
Said
you can be happy if it wins.
No, I will.
Let me I'll lock that one in. That's my lock of the week.
Oh, okay. My lock of the week. I did it 2 weeks ago. Same
No,
thing.
no.
It's a must-win game for the New England Patriots versus the Jets. This is all. You asked me while I'm baking it. It's a must-win. I honestly, for legacy-wise, Belichick's got to win this fucking game.
Yeah. I like the pick. It's just I don't know how. I can't bet on my own team like that.
I have to.
And lock it in.
I'm gonna be a wreck
pushing the chips to the center of the table.
If we lose to the Jets, so if we don't cover, I'm gonna be a wreck anyways. Look,
I mean, they already stomped them once.
I know that's what and they already stomped them. They know the blueprint. Bill Belichick loves nothing more than laying points on the Jets. Give me 7.
That's true. All right, my next one, I will go with a pick that I hate because it's in the division, but I like the Eagles +2.5 against the Raiders. I think the Raiders had a win last week where they rallied around the interim coach, and I just don't think it holds up. I think the Eagles will be able to run the ball on them. I think Hurts will have 80 yards on the ground. And I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I think the Eagles pull it out.
The Eagles said something that I actually think is clearly the right direction. They said they need to give Miles Sanders the ball more. So
yeah, saying it for 3 years.
Yeah, honestly, it took you long enough. But this Raiders, I think you're right, and I think Miles Sanders can gash this Raiders defense. So if they do,
he should be able to.
I think they can do it. And I don't know. I like the pick, but I kind of like the Raiders just because this Eagles team's bad, man.
I still don't think that they're that bad. They're competitive with the Bucs. I mean, if you look at the games they've played.
But that comeback against the Bucs, that was all garbage time. They look great in garbage time, but whenever the game matters, they're not there.
Well, they made it a game though. If they didn't get blown out by the Bucs, and the Bucs are a lot better than them.
No, I know.
The only real blowout they had was against Dallas.
Yeah, they got creamed by Dallas, but Dallas is much better than they are. I don't know.
I just don't think the Raiders are that good.
I hate the Raiders.
I know. I do. I don't like picking Raiders teams because they all weird.
They scored 9 points against the Bears, and then they come back without a coach. Win last week. But I guess we found out that the Broncos are. I mean, not found out. We confirmed that the Broncos are terrible. So.
Correct. Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this game. I guess Eagles way to go. I'll ride you.
You're kind of talking me out of it, but I just think that the NFL's so weird that this is a game the Eagles win, and that's really what it comes down to. Is it's a gut pick.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. This one is because this is how my mindset worked when doing.
You were all over the place with this one.
This pick, I put down
all over the place.
I send it in the chat. I say Niners -4, and the second that happened, I just thought of any Niners game I ever watched. All right, I'm putting the for it.
Yeah. Especially on Sunday night.
You
need a close game in San Francisco on a Sunday night. Mm-hmm.
And if Wentz looks as good as he did last week, maybe they can pull it the win.
Yeah, and I don't the 49ers are not that good.
No, no, no.
I think
They're
is
and Kyle Shanahan really just needs to get like he he's so he's such a dick. Kyle Shanahan, like he just thinks he's so much smarter than everyone else.
I know he does.
He thinks he's such
Yeah.
a genius. And this Trey Lance pick's looking dumb. Especially like you would think like all right, the timetable wasn't what they wanted. They shouldn't have but they should at least have like a game plan for what it seems like they didn't know what to do with him. And
No, I mean, well, obviously they didn't want to use him this early. I wouldn't give him too much flack for that.
no, I know, but like they I don't know. They should lose. That's I'm against the Niners now. I'm just because.
This is another weird game, though,
Oh, I know.
which there's a lot of them this week.
There's a
Because
lot
the Niners need a win. They
The
don't
Colts
look
need to win,
good.
too. Especially if
Well, the
they're
Colts are
giving up
coming
the
off a
ball.
win. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the Colts are bad, but at the same time,
I can't
they're
tell
just a
if
team
they're
that
bad.
goes and wins games sometimes.
And
I don't know. It should be a close game.
This is the thing. The Colts, you just said, are a team that could win games sometimes. The Niners are a team that will just lose games sometimes. So, like, and the Niners, even when they went to their Super Bowl year, when they were the best they've ever been, they would just lose
Hell,
random
lost at
games
home to the Falcons.
for no reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sticking with that.
I don't know. I think they win the game, but I do think the Colts will cover. I think they'll beat them by a couple points, and they'll stay inside 4. That's my prediction, so I'm in agreement with you there. My last pick that I kind of went back and forth on as well. I like the Titans plus 4.5 against the Chiefs. I don't think that the Chiefs are the same. Like, obviously they're not the same team because they're 500, but there's going to come a time where I think everyone realizes that this team isn't as good as they have been. And I don't like the part that I don't like is it's a letdown spot for Tennessee because they just had that big win against Buffalo.
Emotional win.
But I think this is another one where I think the Chiefs probably win this game. I think it's by field goal. I think it's a close game that comes down to the end.
And they always play close games, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So
And the Chiefs are not going to be able to slow down Derrick Henry.
Oh no.
By any stretch.
He's gonna get like 200 yards.
So all I need is for it to be a similar game to last week against the Bills, where there's just a lot of points back and forth offensively. And as long as I don't get screwed by a late score, I think the Titans stay in the number.
Fair. All right. We have a new segment this week. Or not new segment, but new part of this Wise Pick segment. We have since we're tired of wanting to pick the Lions and getting gashed by the Lions every time. Today we are starting the Lions picks. And we're saying this week we're both in agreement because this is for this to work, we got to be all in together. So we're all in this week. Revenge game. Jared Goff plus 16. They can't lose by 16.
So many points.
They can lose by 14. Lose by 15. Just not 16. We're good to go.
It's just so many. And I honestly think Goff is going to look good.
Goff, dude.
I don't know why I have this cancer that's I have to pick the Lions and I can't shake it.
Just love them.
I can't get, but I told myself I'm not going to pick them again because they're so hard to watch when you're rooting for them. Because when you don't care, you're just like, oh, look at the Lions go. Like, oh no, the Lions messed up. But when you have them, it's torture.
Well, now we get to care every week.
Right.
We get to torture ourselves every week by caring about this.
Love it. Love it so much.
All right, let's go. Let's ride. If we ride the Lions to an 0-17 season, so funny. Yeah, revenge game. 405. Be there.
I'd be the game of the week, honestly.
If
None of
Goff,
these games are very good. Look at the 4 o'clock games. The 4 o'clock games are terrible.
Yeah, Bears, Bucks, Cardinals.
They're all double-digit spreads, except for the Eagles.
That's
and no one even cares about that game anyway.
Rough. That is rough.
So I would be
We're having
tuning
a
into the
rough week this
Lions.
week.
Yeah, I don't. This
Like
it all
good games
sucks.
goes Titans, Chiefs. I guess Bengals, Ravens,
Hopefully,
and then
that's a good game.
hopefully Colts, Niners at night. Are those what we're?
Yeah,
looking
this
at?
is the worst slate that we've had so far
This is if you.
by far.
This is what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna have to watch and like recap after myself, but I'm gonna have to do some calculus homework this weekend. That's what I'm doing. So luckily, my Sunday, nothing I'm gonna be missing. So
Yeah, really.
oh,
Just
all
parked
right.
in the library all day.
Yeah, I see. I will be stuck in the library. I really gotta get these practice problems done. Anyways, let's move on. Well, unless I guess like what we just talked about. There's not many other games that we care about this week.
That team's gonna get stomped.
Your team? You think football team's not no chance?
No chance.
I don't think. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't think so either. The Falcons Dolphins game is either going to be one of the teams is going to blow out, or both the teams are just going to be so terrible it's going to end like 14-3.
I like the Dolphins this week.
I hate the Dolphins every week.
I don't blame you. But for some reason this week, my gut is the Dolphins.
What teams are we missing? Why we got? I feel like we're missing so many teams today.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of teams on bye.
The Bills, the Cowboys.
Off the Cowboys, Steelers,
Man,
Jags.
Fun teams too.
Oh,
the Jags can't lose.
Yeah, crazy how that works. That when all the fun teams are on bye, the slate isn't fun. I don't think I think we skipped over the Jags last week, actually. I don't think we even talked about them getting their first win.
Who cares? Congrats, you beat the world crappiest.
Urban Meyer now also has another job opening now that LSU's open.
Oh, I know.
He's got to pick. He has to. This is the toughest decision he has to make now: is how early to leave and for USC or LSU.
Oh, that's funny. Spencer Rattler, let's get him in USC. That's all I'm saying. We're talking about college football. Let's get him in USC. Or
what, transfer from?
Yeah. Not this year, of course. Next year. Let's get him in Columbia. Think about it.
Oh, at USC, at your USC.
Yeah, the real USC.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no phonies.
The one that Urban Meyer actually wants to come to.
Oh, I know. Oh, apparently I'm incredibly quiet. That's a shame. I don't know. Maybe I was just being down. Dennis. Anyways, let's move on.
Use the wrong form of your, by the way. Just saying.
Not very wise, Dennis.
No, not very wise.
Basketball's back. Love me some basketball. I guess where do you want to start? With the Zards? Start with the Zards?
I'm pumped. I'm back. Not even back because I was never like out. I was just kind of waiting. Well, I was waiting to see.
About it, went, I don't care about basketball.
All right, I guess I was. But I did go from not caring to. I mean, they looked awesome. Like, they actually played defense. Tonight they've already given up 80 points early in the third quarter, so that looks like it won't hold.
That's why I bet
it's a close game and Beal's not playing.
Oh, why is Beal not playing?
He's got like a hip contusion.
The freaking Raptors are up.
It's ridiculous.
I might cry if the Celtics go 0-2. Then we can't go. Man, then we can only win 80 games.
Yep, it's a real shame. That was a tough one that they had the other night.
Electric game. One of the best games I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see how gassed they were in that?
Oh yeah.
Double overtime. Think about it. It's the first game of the season, and you got to play double overtime.
It was such a weird game too, because there were stretches where no one missed a shot, and then the next 3 minutes, no one could hit a shot.
No one could hit anything.
Yeah, it was very strange. But yeah, that was an awesome way to start the season.
It was sad. I was sad afterward.
Can't
The
relate.
worst part was that it was Evan Fournier.
Hmm.
He might be my least favorite player in the NBA. Like, honestly, he might be. God, and every time he'd miss, I'd be like, "Yep, that's why I didn't want him."
Hmm.
And then he would just
Then he's
drain
just
threes
giving you
at
the
the end of
work.
games. And I was just like, "What the hell is this kid doing?" 38 points for the Nets. God, makes me
But
so
yeah,
mad.
I am excited about the Wizards.
I'm
I
glad.
was last year too for a couple games.
I'm glad you're
Actually, it
back.
might have only been the first game because they looked good against the Sixers, but they lost, and then they lost the next game to some bum team, and I think I was
Some
back out.
team.
So it's just like, oh, they got the Nets coming up too, so
Oh, they're easy, easy.
easy.
They
They do
destroy the
always beat
Nets
the
every
Nets.
time. They
That's
own
true.
them.
Dinwiddie revenge game.
Yeah, they own Brooklyn.
They do. I love that. Like, I think Beal's gonna be able to play too, and like Kyrie still can't, even though Beal's also unvaccinated.
No,
Which
that's
I don't
hilarious.
know how that
At
works.
Brooklyn too.
That he's allowed. He'll. I read that earlier that he'll be allowed to. Like, he played at the Garden in the preseason.
That's
Like, it's New York City that has the
yeah. That's
mandate, right? So I don't know why he's allowed to play, but it is pretty awesome that Kyrie will be nowhere to be found.
That and Ben Simmons, I'm just so sick of. I don't want
All
to
right,
hear.
the Simmons thing, I love it now. For a while, it was getting old, but now there's new juicy stuff coming out, and I love it.
Like what? I'm so sick of everything Ben
Like
Simmons.
Ben Simmons shows up and
Oh,
gets
and then
kicked out of
yeah,
practice, and then says that he's mentally unable to play, and the president goes, "Okay, well, you can sit here for 4 years then,
yeah, that is funny.
and we're not going to trade you unless we get good pieces back."
Well, that's the thing. He's such a dummy. He just needs to play. Because if
I
he
know,
plays, they can trade him for something.
I know.
I don't even like.
They need him on the court too. Like, he's not that bad. Like, they need his defense.
They do need his defense, and they need another player. Like, look who they're throwing out there, man.
I know.
Drummond's getting big minutes. Drummond's getting big minutes. That's something bad. Ben Simmons, like, I don't even think he could show up in Philly.
No, they're gonna tear him apart.
I think he'd get mugged.
What
I think he'd get actually mugged behind like.
Best case scenario for him, he gets mugged.
I know, because then if he gets mugged, like he could play like the pity role. Like, oh, pity, I got mugged.
Yeah,
Such a,
I can't
like, he is
I
such
can't
a
think of a scenario that I've
ends
seen
well. Doesn't end
before.
well.
Well, that too, but just that, like, this series of events is so unprecedented. Like, I'm used to guys holding out. This is wildly different.
He is such an unlikable face too.
I know he
It's so
does.
easy.
He does. He looks like a dick.
Yeah, he does look like a dick. I'm looking at pictures of Ben Simmons right now. And the best part,
It's making you angry.
I'm looking at Ben Simmons pictures, and this made me laugh. One of the things says, best highlights of Ben Simmons, 2019, 2020. 2 years ago, because that was the
Uh-huh.
best time you could see Ben Simmons. The only time he was ever good. I hate that guy. All right,
I know
I'm
you
tired
do.
of talking about him. I hate him since even when he was good. 1 year.
Yeah, I know. You have a long documented record of hating Ben Simmons.
It's a storied history.
It is a storied history.
Yeah, I guess I want to see the Lakers play again. I guess they play tonight. So I want to see them
Phoenix,
play
right?
again. The Kings beat the Trailblazers somehow. I didn't even see that highlight.
I don't know. It's too early to be
Oh, I know.
surprised by stuff.
Yeah. There was no but opening night, I just love watching basketball. What I do now, since like I'm so busy, I can barely watch the games live. I just watch the highlights afterwards. Like, like you ever seen Flight Reacts? Like Flight Reacts doing the same thing. Yeah. And it gets the pretty good gist of the game and everything. So this is what it is. Warriors look dangerous though. First 2 games,
Yeah,
looked good, especially when Clay comes back.
I don't know. Like, it shouldn't be surprising, really.
Oh, let's talk about Clay real quick. Why? He's such a baby, man. Like, you
I don't
drafted
understand
him top
why he
75. He hasn't
cares so
played the
much
past 2 years.
when it's all time.
I know.
It'd be one thing if it was like top 75 today
Yeah.
and he was left out, but it's literally all time. Like, I don't know. He's probably not in the top 75 of all time.
No, he's not. And you know what? He didn't make the list. Because he's not top 75 of all time.
I don't know why he cares so much, though.
I don't know either.
And, like, maybe, like, if he really
And, like,
cares
you
that
know
much, then
what's
keep
funny?
it to yourself and use it as motivation. Don't, like, bitch about it on Instagram.
Oh, I know. And make that Instagram story.
Yeah, that was obnoxious.
Also, he knows he's the second star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, he was the third star. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like I could see if he was like running a team and winning all the championships by himself, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm pissed." But you played with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant your whole career and have been
Mm-hmm.
wide open at 3 pretty much every time because Steph Curry and Kevin Durant are on the other side. So,
Yeah.
shut up, Klay Thompson. How about that?
I have always thought he's underrated, too.
Oh, and I like him.
Like, I do think that if he was on a different team, like, you would see that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That being said,
That being said, you're
not
not
top 75.
You're not top 75. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I didn't vote on the list. But if I did, I wouldn't vote you. All right. Anything else? It's too early in the season to actually worry about stuff. Oh, Ish Smith is on the Hornets now? When did that happen? He's not in DC?
Nope.
I love me.
Hal Neto is still, though.
Yeah, I did.
We don't need him.
Neto was... I was like, what's a better... It's not a Wizards game if Neto isn't running around out there.
Uh-huh. You know,
Like,
just in the
he needs
the mid-third quarter when Neto's taking all the shots.
Did you guys draft him?
No. He's been around for a little bit.
Well, he needs to stay forever on DC because he needs to play.
I like him. Classic Wizard.
He's a classic Wizard.
So is Robin Lopez, though, and now he's going.
He was an all-time Wizard.
Heartbreaking.
Seems like Daniel Gafford's going to be an all-time Wizard, though.
I love Gafford.
Bertans, not an all-time.
Bertans did not score the other night.
Denny, though, he got 11 tonight.
Bertans does?
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, he played 13 minutes, didn't score, didn't get a rebound.
Yeah, Denny, though.
So,
Denny and Rui. I'm going to be loving those guys until they retire. Is Rui injured?
Rui was out because of personal reasons all throughout like training camp and preseason. So he's taking time to get back now. He had to like get through protocol, and now they're gonna work him back slowly, I think.
What about Thomas Bryant? What's his timeline looking like?
I think he should be back relatively soon, I think.
Oh, how's
But
Cole?
like they don't. He hasn't played. Well, didn't play the other night.
I think he has 2 minutes tonight. So
Yes.
epic.
Should have started for Beal.
I'm telling you, this Wizards team's not bad.
No, they might just be aggressively mediocre.
Well, what's more Wizards than being a
That's true. In like 44
Maybe
games.
this is the perfect Wizards team.
It might be.
It might be the perfect Wizards team. They are tied right now. Close game.
Yep.
All right. I think that's it. We could talk in circles about NBA all day long. I think that's all right. Epic. Great pod. See you guys all on Tuesday. Glad we can get a Friday out there.
Without mic issues or anything like that.
Without issues.